So I was asked to come and have a look at this boiler due to some issues with the system not working. The pump was turned down in such a way that it wasn't actually running, so I've turned that back up to the number 3 setting and the pump is working fine. So there's no issue with the pump at all, as was previously mentioned to the customer. But what I have found is the wiring on this system has been done incorrectly. So as you can see here, you've got the 230 volt output. That is from the actual board, 230 volts going out. This is a system boiler, a heat only boiler, and this black cable coming in on this cable here is this switch live coming from the 10-way box, which is just here. That cable supplies 230 volts from the 2-port valves on the system into this yellow block connector, or it should do. What's happened is that this 230 volt switch live here is basically being permanently fed 230 volts, and that is from this 230 volt output block here, and that has now pushed 230 volts all the way straight up into all of the 2-port valves, which are permanently open and blown. So this has now been bridged. I don't know why it was bridged. It looks like it's been wired up like a combi boiler. So this has been bridged into the thermostat, the radiator symbol. So that is essentially the radiator switch live. That's permanently wired in with 230 volts, which is why the boiler is permanently switched on and not working correctly. This switch live should feed 230 volts to this plug, but it is actually being wired 230 volts completely and being pushed straight up. So the switch live is permanently live, and this has been bridged into here, which again is permanently live. So it's been wired up like a combi boiler. The other thing that I'm a little bit unsure about is this grey cable here in the 10-way box. That grey cable is connected to the frost stat, but for some reason the grey cable is wired into the hot water symbol. This being a heat only boiler, nothing is required in that hot water side. It's only on the central heating side, on the radiator symbol side. So whoever has wired this up either isn't up to date or know what they're doing with regards to system boilers, heat only boilers, and the wiring to, this has caused some issues. I think it's blown all of the 2-port valves, because none of the 2-port valves on this system now close when I kill the power to the actual fuse spur. So yeah, it looks like all of the 2 ports are going to have to be replaced because somebody wired up the system incorrectly. Ouch.